Iraga ngamolehan paswecan ide, meresidayang mangken nedonan dharma wacana sane mawaste, carita-carita Buddha, pikoleh dados wano praste, kanda pat saking 6 kanda, ring sarang nabe lan para sisya, kaodar antuk basa Inggris, dawang kutus Agustus 2015 ring Prancis.
According to Buddhism and the believer and the tradition, when you read sutra and all that, you have to put on incense, flower, and bow to the sutra first and thank all the Buddhas and Bodhisattva in 10 directions, all respectfully, before you read it, okay? And then you cover the sutra also with silk, beautiful cloth, and I just make it more popular. Yeah, more easy, simple. And I apologize to all the Buddha. I say if I done something wrong, according to the tradition, my heart is full of respect. It's just that I cannot always do that. So please, all the sin, whatever I've done wrong, is all on me. At least other people, they hear the names of the Buddha, according to the sutta, they will get benefit. Yes. First, I have heard, one time the Buddha in the country called Mayada, at the in the bamboo grove called Kalanda. In this lecture time, the Buddha talked about the merit of becoming renunciate, meaning nuns and monks. So he said, if any human let your son or your daughter or even your female servant, male servant, or anyone even becoming monks or nun yourself, and the merit of that action, even just to let somebody else go, like even your servant, you let him free to become a monk under Buddha's teaching, then this merit is immense. If you want to compare this with the merit of charity, then even if you have a big charitable heart and you give a lot, so that you could enjoy 10 lifetime. That's how much, probably 1,000 years more or less. In heaven, even then, it's not enough to compare to the merit of giving permission to somebody under your, authority to become a monk or nun, or yourself become a renunciate. Why is that? Because the charity merit is only limited, yes, but the merit of renunciate is unlimited. Then that's why we cannot compare. Even the merit of keeping strictly the precepts, even the merit of those devas in the heaven who has 5 magical power, even the ultimate merit in the Brahman level, the third level is spiritual level. If you compare it with the merit of becoming a monk and nun in the Buddha's teaching, then it's not comparable. I mean, the monks and nuns' merit under Buddha's guidance is surpassing others. Furthermore, that the renunciate will finally also find nirvana, I mean the ultimate enlightenment, ultimate level of spiritual consciousness in Buddhism. therefore, this kind of merit of, renunciation is out of discussion. It's beyond imagination. Yeah. Suppose somebody build a very, very high tower and using seven kind of precious stones to build it, precious stone or gold or diamond and stuff like that to build it. Even if that tower is as high all the way from here, I don't know, Dao Lợi is maybe astral level, maybe second level, okay? One of the second levels, heaven, okay? Even if that tower is as high as from here on earth, all the way to the second levels, one of the heavens, with the seven precious substance, stones and all that. Even then, that merit, to build that kind of tower to offer to the Buddha or, to God, whatever, even then, that merit is not comparable to the person who renounced this life and become monks and nuns. Yeah. Why is it? Because these 7 jewels one day could be stolen by somebody or broken with time or disaster. But the merit of the nuns and monks will not be destroyed. Yeah. If you want to seek, a wholesome teaching, Dharma, apart from Buddha Dharma, there's nothing better when the Buddha was alive, okay? Yeah. He teach also Kuan method. Yeah, I discovered that later on. After I practiced Kuan method again, I discovered in many of the sutra, he mentioned that. The sound, yeah, he mentioned that. Just like 100 people who had lost their sight and then suddenly have found a medicine, that will make them their eyesight restore again. Or someone else, has been robbed and not robbed anything, but robbed their sight organs, and then suddenly some hero person came and saved them. These 2 people, 2 heroes, the medical doctor that cured 100 people's eyesight, and the hero who saved the 100 people from being robbed of their eyesight. These 2 people, merits are very, very, very great. But even then, it's not as great as the person who became monks or nun. The quality of renunciation is so high, so noble. Even though the 2 persons saved the 100 people's eyesight, they will enjoy maybe a lifetime merit and a lot of reward, physically. But then afterward, no more. It has a limit. Permitting someone to go to become monks and nuns, probably because you are the husband or you are wife or you are a parent. Many parents don't like to let his children become, monks or nuns. They like them to stay home, married, have children, continue the tradition of the family, and continue the name. That's important. So that's why the Buddha said, letting anyone to become a renunciate, or you yourself become a renunciate, after you have attained Bodhi fruit, then you can use this the truth that you have gained, and then go around teaching other beings and liberate them. This kind of merit will never wane with time, never be, never run out, because the wisdom never runs out. The wisdom is never destroyed, never damaged, never less. Yeah. So if you give someone this kind of true teaching, so they regain wisdom, then it's the best, it's limitless. Yeah. But the Buddha say you attain Buddha first, nah? Mind you. Mind that, okay? Yeah, don't just put on a robe and then thinking, okay, con tàu liền, like limitless merit. No, no, no. We have to know, okay? We have to know our position, our attainment, our capability, okay? People who has the merit of heaven or earth, mostly they just be so indulgent in all this kind of pleasure and heaven as well as on the planet here. But they don't have wisdom. Their wisdom eye is not open, so they cannot see things really clearly. Remember, even Brahman king came down and begged the Buddha? Yeah? Or some of the heaven being came down and begged the Buddha to teach them? Yeah? Because the Buddha has the power to open the source of your wisdom. You have it. But if you're too busy enjoying pleasure of life or in heaven, then you will forget that. And you don't know you have that. That is a problem. Okay, so these people who enjoy too much, you have too much merit to enjoy in heaven as or on earth, they have too much pleasure, yeah? Just the merit of heaven and earth only, so they don't open their wisdom, they don't see things clearly, they cannot observe things around them very well, they don't know this is all illusion. This even worse, it's like a pit full of burning coal underneath. And then it will burn you with all this greed and, desire and ignorance. All this kind of heaven and earth pleasure is like the traps that lead you to sorrow, sorrowful rebirth, maybe even in the form of ferocious animals or hell, or recycling birth and death and birth forever. The renunciation way of life destroy all the Maya's, the Maya clans, yeah? The Maya's, what is again? What when people have a group of people following with them? Entourage, yes. My God, I told you, lucky I come back or I will never speak English anymore. It's running dry. Okay, because this kind of lifestyle, the way of life, would help support and spread out the truth teaching of the Buddha and nourish the moral way of life, helping people to realize what good is. And then you earn more and more merit all the time by doing that. And then finally you will become Buddha. The Buddha said, the merit of becoming renunciate is as high as Himalaya, the Everest. Yeah, as deep as the ocean, and as infinite as the firmament, the sky. Anyone, this is important. Anyone who obstructs someone else, stop him or her to become a monk or a nun, this person committed a great sin and will go to hell. It's a very dark and scary hell. And then they will not have eyes there to see even. It's not only dark, they have no eyes to see. They lost their eyes. You can compare this sin to as if all the rivers on the planet, big river, small river, streams, and little brooks, every every of them will run into the ocean. The sin of this person is as thirst, so great. The sin of this person will be piling up on him all the time, as high as the Mount Everest. Probably in this lifetime he will have encountered great disaster, like fire burning him and all that. And then after he die, he go into the hell, and that will burn him forever. Yeah, so similar like that. The Buddha keep comparing, like as if this person has a poison compared to some medicine, vitamin, for example. Yes. So let someone become a nun or monk, or yourself become a renunciate. The merit is as great as the sky above, as deep and wide as the ocean underneath. The renunciate person use Buddha's teaching, sutra, as water to cleanse all his, piling up karma, residues of karma from life after life. And then, from then, he will cut off all this rebirth, death, suffering, sickness, etc., etc. Yeah. And from then on, he used that as a seed, yes, to grow nirvana, Bodhi tree. Yeah. This person, the renunciates, use precepts, moral precepts, as if his eyes, to light his way on his spiritual practice, so that he can see the goodness or the immoral standard of all humans, so that he will avoid accordingly, and he will always walk in the straight way of the real Buddha Dharma until the nirvana.